Yeah, hi there. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm talking to my students online who have subscribed to my service. How you guys doing? Now, the question that I get a lot is a question that you might have right now. And also, there might be some people who are watching this who are not one of my students, and you might also be interested in what I'm about to say. One of the biggest questions I get is, how can you help me score 26 on the speaking and 24 points on the writing? And why do I need you or your website or your service to help me do these things? Alrighty? First of all, let's talk about why you need my service. I mean, let's face it here. When you're doing speaking practice, you need to get feedback from a TOEFL specialist who can evaluate you in terms of your pronunciation, your grammar, your language use, and also your topic development. Why do you think I mentioned those three specific things? Think about it for a minute. These are exactly the three areas that you'll be evaluated in when you take the TOEFL IBT and during the speaking section. So you can practice speaking a lot, and it's great. It's good to talk with native speakers. It's good to listen to the radio, watch TV. Just speak as much as you can. But still, you need to practice some practice tests, some TOEFL independent and integrated practice tests, and get feedback from someone who's been teaching TOEFL for a long time. And believe it or not, you can probably tell by looking at me, I'm pretty old. See my head here, going bald here. I've been teaching TOEFL since 1994. Literally, I've taught thousands of students, both online and in my classroom at California State University, San Bernardino. So what does that mean? That means is I have a really good idea on the kinds of problems you're having. I also know how to solve those problems. And this is how my website is going to help you, is I have 330 different lessons in 7 areas. I have lessons in vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, and then writing and speaking. So when you take one of my practice tests, either a speaking or writing practice test, I'll give you a score. And during the speaking ones, I actually talk to you just like I'm doing now, and I'll give you an idea on your pronunciation, any problems you might be having, and I will recommend specific lessons at my site to help you improve. I'll do the same thing with your grammar and your language use. If you have any vocabulary problems, also I will recommend vocabulary lessons to help you get better. If you have grammar problems, I'll recommend grammar problems to help you improve from there. And if you have any problems with your topic development, I'll do exactly the same thing. I will recommend some of my lessons in my speaking area so that you can develop and organize your ideas a little bit better than what you're doing now. This is exactly how this works. Now remember that as you go through my website and you work on your speaking and your writing, it's a battle. I'm going to be honest with you. What happens is, and remember that I teach literally hundreds of students every month, is you're posting practice tests, I'm evaluating, I'm giving you feedback, you're getting the feedback, reviewing some of the lessons, you come back the next day and do another practice test. This process repeats itself over and over and over, and believe it or not, as hard as it is, as meticulous it is, in about 3 months, you will reach your goal. You will get 26. That's what most of my students are doing right now. But the main thing is when you become one of my students, every day I should be getting an email from you. Hey, Michael, I just finished a writing practice test. Can you read it? Can you score it? You'll say, hey, Michael, I just finished a speaking practice test. Can you listen to it? You have to do the work and make sure you're doing those practice tests on a regular basis, and then we will listen and evaluate them or read them, and little by little, you will see a change. You will definitely see a change in your speaking proficiency. So to all of my students this month, right now it's March 2012, and anybody else who's watching this, a little bit of practice every day goes a long ways, and this will definitely benefit you in the long run. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm glad to have all of you as students. You guys are making me a much better TOEFL teacher by subscribing to my service. And I always have a saying. My saying is this: to teach is to learn twice, or a teacher is as only good as his students. And you guys are really, really good students. So thank you for pushing me. If you're not one of my students, what are you waiting for? Go over to my website. Go over to www.bettertoeflscores.com. Check out my system. I've copyrighted it. I have insurance. I'm protected. I will do my best. I'm telling you. Look at me right here. I will do my best to help you pass the TOEFL IBT. I will do my best to help you improve your reading, your listening, your speaking, and your writing scores. I have 330 lessons to help you get better, and I am a TOEFL specialist with 18 years of experience. Think about that. You're in good hands. Join my service.